Yeah, it's Rocket Fist. Woo!
Hello, viewers. This is potentially a new, I don't know, what do we call them? Series. That's the word. What a great beginning. Anyways, this is a new series, possibly, if I enjoy the gameplay. Now, confession, this isn't the first time or even the second time that this has been recorded. It's just the first time was for Mix It Up Monday, and that's what got me the idea of like, hey, maybe I do want to play this. The second time I recorded this was for this very same reason, but when I went and listened to the audio, it was all messed up. And you know what? I don't feel like doing hours upon hours of editing to get the audio fixed up or even manageable. I didn't get very far, so what we're going to do is we're going to hop into a new game here. We're going to go with normal difficulty. We're going to go with the character that I already created. Now, I'm going to be blitzing through this. Hopefully I can remember everything I picked before. I will mention, I do like that a lot of this game has dialogue that is voice acted. There is dialogue that is not voice acted. If I end up talking over anything, I apologize. I prefer to listen to the voice acting rather than talk over it, so that might be...
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless
like this.
night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Anyways, as I was saying, I don't like to talk over voice acting. So, if I get cut off for any reason, that's probably why I don't like to talk over voice acting. I will try to read as much of the dialogue as I can. Sometimes I get bored, though, and hopefully you guys get bored about the same pace as I do. Anyways, so we're going to go into character creation. As I said, I've already created a character, alright? The problem is I have to redo everything because that's what I recorded before. So, if I blitz through this and you're like, why do you pick that? I'm sorry, I explained everything previously. Maybe I'll try again this time. So, went male just because that's what I feel like. Orlin. I liked what they were giving, and he kind of reminded me of me, but not really. I went with Wild Orlin because that just seemed more exciting due to the defiant resolve and the will abilities he gets over here. I went with a monk, which maybe, if you're looking at what everything was, you're like, what? Why? Well, it just seemed like a really cool idea. I like particularly how high all of these stats are. And, yeah. So I'm happy with the character I made, and I'm going to stick with it. Now, of these two abilities, I went with Torment's Reach. Just again, because I like the idea of debuffing my opponent while dealing crushing damage, as opposed to just buffing myself up. Now, this is where it's tricky. I think I went up to 13 here. 14. Then Perception and Resolve, I think. That's what I went for. Now, if you're wondering why, so these gold stars means highly recommended for monks. Obviously, I went for them. Might, as you can see, get -1 for being an Orlin, but that's fine. You know, like, just -1 as you level up. You can take care of that deficiency. Perception, again, because the Orlan is good at it, I wanted it to be increased, just because I feel like that's going to be important. Intellect, I'm not too worried about. I know it talks about will there, and one of the reasons why I went for an Orlin was due to the will, like the Wild Orlin was due to the will, but The resolve covers will as well. So we'll be focusing on resolve rather than intellect. We'll also be going on perception, but these two here, these three, are going to be our main focus as far as combat is concerned. Now, I believe for this one, I went for this. Yes, so your culture comes with another little benefit. I went for Constitution, I believe, just because I liked the clothing. Yes, yeah, I liked the clothing that it came with. I also didn't mind the Constitution. I went for Drifter for this one, again, because of these. I like the idea of having stealth, and mechanics is helping with, particularly traps, is what's in my head. I don't like traps, so I went for the Drifter to try to help me with the traps, but then also with the stealth, because the Laborer, Athletics, I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, so Drifter. Colors, I believe I went with that. Was it that green? Oh, blast it. This was what I was really happy with, too. I think it was that green, and that brown, and that brown. And because we're in Orlin, we don't get to pick any facial features. And so these are the only two male Orlin portraits that I could find out of the 99 available. This one, he just looks like, conceited young man, which is not what we're about. We're a monk. So I went for the older looking, kind of enthusiastic, fun-loving looking guy right there. Now, as for voices, it was a toss-up between stoic,
I'm flattered,
and benevolent. I went for
Let's go.
stoic. I think that works better with the monk that we're going for. Enter name. I just went with my name, Imperial Ocelot, because I don't think anyone's going to try to pronounce it in this game. And there you go, viewers. That was the character that I created before, that I have now recreated. Again, if you're wondering why I blitzed through that, I had recorded it, but the software I was using just destroyed the audio, and so now we'll just move forward with this character. I will also try to have the tutorials left up on the right there. You should be able to see them. But I will blitz through this first portion because I've already done it before. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and swagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Dwarfo nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries? I ask.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
What are these huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
So I'm not concerned about the ruins. I'm not really concerned about the weather. So I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Hands over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Alright, I made this comment in the previous recording. I'm pretty proud of it, so I'm going to say it again. I am of one of the rare opinions that in the English language we should get rid of the hard C sound. Every C in the English language should always just be a CH sound. If you want the hard C sound, you use a K. Now, whether or not that is their thinking, obviously not, because they have a capital C at the front, but then they make the SC make a sh. A sh. Anyways, the woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Biawak, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
The heck is a Biawak?
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Hey, so, viewers, I mentioned about the tutorials. They're over here. Again, for the first part, I've already played through this. I'm going to be blitzing through them. If you want to look at them, I will open them for a little bit so you can pause and read through the tutorial, or, you know, just watch the gameplay. Yeah, just movement, multiple party members. Alright. So movement is just clicking, map, boom. One of the things I complained about in the parts that you're not going to see, viewers, because I've had to completely redo them, was how you move the screen. But hey, I fixed it so that now I can use WASD. It used to be arrows, which was very annoying. Like the arrow keys.
Anyone need supplies?
Yeah, most people you encounter you can talk to. But again, like, you'll see later, but I don't think it's going to be much of a point of talking to these people. So we'll go down here to explore. We're looking for a bush of some kind. Fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wound and trunk.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
I see. Alright. So, similar to Divinity 2, there is a button that you can press in order to see if there's anything you can interact with. That would be tab in this game. You see the horses there, but I believe last time I tried this, you can't actually interact with them. Yeah, no. So, no interaction with the horses. I know, all of you horse people, very upset. And, not too interested in talking to any caravanners. Alright, so let's see if there's anything else we can find over this way. So as you might notice, there's no mini-map. Yeah, exploration is important. I get it. There's no mini-map, but we do have a map. Right, we can open it up and see. So we are not completely blind. Anything down here? Love to try to chase that deer, but I think it's just too fast. Ah, here we go. Alright, so travelers, maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign anyway, you figure it out. Corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. A dark, dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. And then here we go. We can loot that right there. Leather armor and lockpick. Alright, is this anything? No. Alright, now, in order to equip stuff, again, I've already played through this a little bit, so I know how to do this. You open up your inventory, which opens up your character's build, and you can attach things. So I don't know where I got that cape. I don't know where I got that ring. But we just picked up this armor here, which is obviously better than the stupid shirt that we're wearing on our back. I have no idea what these two things are, whether or not they came. I'm playing on my Epic, which I got this game for free like a year or two ago. So that's probably where I got these two things. But don't hold me to that. You don't have anything interesting per se right now? No. All right. All right. Let's continue. So that's the maximum zoom out. You know, I forget how old this game is, but I have to say I do like the graphics. Here we go. Yeah, use the key to see interactable. Yeah, I like the graphics, and I'm excited about the story. I always love me some fantasy RPG.
This is recent. Not good.
Oh gosh. Footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Alright. There's nothing else to see here. Oh, hold on. What is this down here? Ah, yes. Mushrooms. So, from what I understand, ingredients go into what's called the stash. Which I think is this? Yeah. So you can open up your stash. Yeah, okay, there you go. So it seems that your party has a limited number, like each individual in your party has a limited number of slots available. If you look at this, like that seems like a very limited number. It doesn't seem like you'd be able to increase how many boxes you get. However, with your stash, you know, I think you can probably, would I be able to stick this in my stash? If I go like this, and then, there we go. Alright, so, you can stick anything in your stash. I wonder if that's also universally, like, anyone can get into that, or, anyways. I haven't actually looked down here, so we got attack, cancel, select, formation, camp, scouting, inventory, character, journal, map, stronghold, options. Here we go. Here we go. Here's dude who's supposed to be getting us water, I believe, right?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay.
There's a grove nearby. Ought to have what you're looking for.
Grove. Try to remember what a grove is. A grove like a collection of trees or something? Like an orchard? But like without the need for there to be fruit. Can I interact with this actually? No, that's not interactable.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh, that's a wolf. Hey, come here. Alright, so, viewers, behold, combat. Before you interact with, before you get into combat, it always pauses. That's what this is saying. Always pauses. Alright, and then, once you're engaged, again, you can pause it to read what the tutorial is saying. Alright? Yes, I'm aware. Alright, behold, combat, right? Oh, I scored a crit. Crit is a better result than a hit, and you are more likely to occur with the attack's accuracy. Also viewers, if you're looking at my main character, Imperial Ocelot here, you'll see that he has no weapons in hand. That is because he's a monk. He's a monk who's going to be fighting barehanded unless I find a reason to do something else. Alright. Oh, hello. Here we go.
This is it.
Alright, so as you receive quests, your journal updates. It's basically what this tutorial is. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer the way I hear it. Orphan. Lives of fools. You have to be when people are looking for is in your business. We'll go with 3. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? Something belongs to them. Cross dangerous people. I don't know why they're looking for me. I don't care. Very ambiguous. I like it. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never treks down. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raderick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. No, I'm just passing through. I hadn't given it much. I'm just passing through. I'm a monk. I'm not planning on staying in one place very long. You gotta spread the word of whoever I'm a monk for. That's usually the case with the big city, just a little ways further up the same road. Where are you headed? Nowhere special, just putting as much time and distance between me and my old life. I'm gonna continue on to the city, see where that takes me. I'll probably wander for a while, somewhere I can make some money. Have no idea what I'm gonna do next. I'll probably wander for a while. Couldn't judge you for that. Been half my life. Just watch yourself. You get too far off the beaten path. These lands are wild in more ways than one. Anyways, I'm wasting time here. Odema. Try saying that one, right? Like, that just sounds like a completely different name. Odemo, give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Odema will give me an earful, is what it's supposed to say. But when you say it like that, it sounds like it's just a whole new word. Name. Why are you here? Tell me about yourself. Yeah, I don't care about this chick. Not right now, at least. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting your water anytime soon. He does what he feels like. When he feels like it, we should check on him first. Slap him around a little bit. Stream's down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Yes. Alright, but first, I see some dark cloud over here. I want to experience it. I gained 170 experience. Was that for talking? Oh, hey, hello. Burned Lady. I wonder why it's called Burned Lady. Check it out another time. Can't interact with that. Anything up here? Hey, hello. What are you? Admeth Wirt. Wirt. Alright, path winds through an narrow
Shouldn't
canyon.
stray too far.
Yeah, don't stray too far. Alright, I think that's everything we can explore, yeah? Yeah, okay. So, this dude's supposed to be getting me water. Odds are he's down by the river. Down by the river, bang. Down by... Yeah, alright. I see it. I see a backpack. Backpack. Anyways, should I try to make this playthrough a little more like one of Anthony's? Well, viewers, what else can we talk about? Echo just came out today. Has anyone watched that? No, I've lost all my interest in MCU. So forget that. I'm just gonna focus on the game. All right, here's your backpack. Let's go pick it up. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skins into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Gained an item. Oh, it's a quest item. Continue. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. Gait? His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle?
Kalisha
right?
frowns. Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Alright. Oh! Ambush! Alright, beginning of combat. I want to see.
Let's go!
What you need?
I need you to attack this man. There we go. Now, sometimes a weapon... Yeah, okay. Sometimes a weapon doesn't do much damage. Anyways, so I took a bunch of damage that turn, but if I remember correctly, yeah, my health comes back. Haha. Ooh, hello. What's this? Amethyst. I don't know if I need a bow. I'm just gonna leave it because, like I said, viewers, I've already played through this and I know what's about to happen. Limited number of uses, yeah. So limited number of uses per stuff. It's unimportant. Let's come up here. Back to full health. What is this? Strange illness. Right. Okay, now, I should be able to tell you that I want you to attack him, yes? And you, I should be able to tell you I want to attack that. Yeah? Actually, I want you to come attack that. But you don't listen to me, do you? Oh, maybe it's due to the engagement. So that move there was my special ability. I've never actually used it before. Good to know. Alright, let's pick up some stuff here. I'll pick up a shield, just because I want to give that to Kalisha. How about you? Do you have anything else? Yeah, you're not better than my current armor. Alright. Inventory. Kalisha! Have this. There. Alright. Here we go. And remember, I am barehanded because monks get better effects if they're barehanded. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man who you recognize as Heodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Why have you done this? Trespass, you did this, murderers. Why have you done this? You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Oh, wow. Just not very many options right now, are there? We are innocent. We do not listen to reason. Rush the man. I am unarmed. Will you not listen to reason? We know the ruin has been entered. We have seen the footsteps, heard the echoes. Now you must answer to the gods. Okay, well, I am unarmed, so... He shoves Heodan towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade across against Heodan's torso. Heodan screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Alright, let's see how the combat works out here. Alright, so, you take on him.
What you need?
Come and take on them. Alright, and then now we just kind of watch what we got. Come on. Combat! Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us! Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odama's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Booking it, booking it, booking it. Running, running, running. Look at all that loot we could have, we're missing out on. Maybe we get to come back. So we're getting pretty close to the maximum of what I have played, viewers. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet. With every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heodin trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Heodin and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heodin lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Well, then I gotta allow Heodin to break free on his own. Wrestling free of the attacker's grip, Heodin lands a blow that sends the assailant reeling, and he makes a mad dash for the ledge upon which you stand. Suddenly, as he reaches for the rock face, his body jerks back and is rigid, as though it were a bow being strung. His shrieks of pain grow panicked, abandoned of all restraint, like someone tethered to a stake and set aflame. A slender wisp of spectral light emerges from his back, rising out of him like smoke before separating itself and disappearing into the ether. All at once the screams stop, and Heodin is dead. There is a deep resonance to the wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Alright, viewers, and that is as far as I ever got. So, thank you so much for joining me.
We should be dead. We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Okay, so you have caught up with me, viewers. This is as far as I've ever gotten in this game. Hopefully you enjoy this video. We'll see if it turns into a series. I personally am enjoying this game. If that isn't evident, I've already told you that I've played through this game once before up to this point. So clearly, I want to try this game. Anyways, like I've said before, viewers, before I started rambling, hopefully you enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments section below if there's anything you want us to play or do differently. And as always, viewers, we will catch you on the flip side.